They took Fear Factor, locked it in a house, and said, good luck. From panic attacks to gross challenges, I'm recapping every wild moment. This is Kinda Unhinged. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Fear Factor House of Fear video, and we are on season 1, episode 4. So we begin this episode right where the other one left off. Blake has just taken down Tyler, and him and Lance and Damien and Danielle are all celebrating his win. And apparently Damien and Danielle promised him a foot rub if he didn't put them in the end game, so they followed through on their promise. Then we see Rodney trying to eavesdrop on some of the players that were downstairs, and Ethan caught him, and he's like, what are you doing? Because he was like laying down on the floor trying to listen to them. So then we get to the challenge. So in this challenge, they are basically playing shuffleboard with their bodies. So they have to hold on to a rope that is being dragged by a horse, and they have to let go at some point along the shuffleboard to get points. And the highest point that you can get is a 10. So the man and woman who have the highest scores will be safe, and they will get to choose one person to play in the end game. And just like last week, that person will get to pick 3 other people that will play in the end game alongside them. So Lance says that when he was 7, he was bucked off of a horse, and he's been afraid of them ever since. And as luck would have it, he had to go first. And even though he's terrified, he manages to get a 10, which is the highest score that you can get. So Blake, Rob, and Rodney all take their turns, and they all get zeros because they go over the board. Zach, however, does manage to get on the board, and he gets 7 points, and he loses his pants while doing so. So when it was Dita's turn, he set a new record. He also got a 10, but he was a little bit further than Lance was. So Ethan is the last man to attempt this challenge, and he gets to the very end, like as far as you can get. So he wins the men's competition. And first up for the women was Damien. And she was terrified, but she managed to get 8 points. And she was the only woman that got any points. All of the other women dropped the rope and got 0 points. So Damien was the winner of the women's competition. So when they get back to the house, Rob and Jaylene are like cuddling on the couch, and they're kind of flirting with each other. And we see some of the players spying on them, looking down at them, and they're like, are they gonna kiss? Are they gonna kiss? And no, they're not gonna kiss because Rob is too scared to kiss her. So the first look light comes on, and Damien and Ethan go inside, and the clue that they get is a brain being dropped from the sky into this girl's hand. So they're trying to discuss the pros and cons of who they can actually put in for this end game, because they're on 2 entirely different ends of the house. So eventually they decide that they will get together with their number ones, and they will all make a choice together. So Damien, Lance, Ethan, and Dita all get together, and they're trying to brainstorm on who they think should go into the end game. And then all of a sudden Ethan says, I think we should put Dita in, and he should pick the other 3 that will go in. That's our best chance. And Dita was like, no, I don't want to go in. And Ethan's like, no, you got to go in. You go in, and this is our opportunity, because they want to get revenge on Blake. So when we get to the end game, Ethan and Damien, of course, pick Dita. And Dita picks Blake, Zach, and Rodney to play in the end game alongside him. So in this end game, each player stands under a garbage chute, and the garbage chute will shoot out this nasty bin juice and an object. And whatever this object is, they have to catch it. And if they catch this object, then they will be able to jump into their dumpster and find the matching object in the dumpster. And whoever does that the fastest will get a point. So if you get 2 points, you are safe. So the last player who remains that does not have 2 points will be eliminated from the game. So in the first round, Rodney is the only person to catch the object, and he jumps in his dumpster and finds the matching object with no problem and gets a point. And in the second round, Blake and Zach both caught a whole salmon. And when they jumped in their dumpsters, Zach was able to find his salmon quicker than Blake, so he got a point. In the fourth round, Zach, Dita, and Blake all catch their cow heart, but Zach is the one to find the matching cow heart and is the first one safe after he gets 2 points. In the next round, Blake and Dita catch a cow foot, but Blake is the one to find the matching cow feet in his dumpster, and he gets a point. So now Rodney and Blake both have 1 point, and Dita has no points. And Johnny is like, "Are you regretting who you put in this end game?" And Dita's like, "No." Even though he's feeling the heat, he's feeling the pressure, but he manages to get a point in the next round. So now they all three have 1 point each. And in their next round, they all three catch a whole rabbit. And Dita gets his second point and he is safe. So now we're down to Rodney and Blake. And they both catch the sheep head in the next round. But to Ethan and Dita's dismay, Blake is the one to find the matching sheep head and he is safe, which means that Rodney is eliminated from the game. But before he left, he told the rest of the players that he was a retired cop, and they were all like, "We knew it. We knew it." They were on to him. And that was it for this episode. This was my favorite episode thus far. I thought that these challenges were pretty manageable, but you guys let me know what y'all thought about them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more Fear Factor House of Fear content, then go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.